This movie shows us how to do a section of a building or buildings. So we're going to use this cube to create the section, and what we need to do is select everything you want to be sectioned and group the objects. So once we've grouped them, then we're going to add a bool to the scene. We're going to use our cube to create that bool or the section line. So you need to have a cube in the scene which is big enough to intersect all objects you're going to section. So by moving it onto the objects, you create your section of the scene. Obviously we've left the plane because we're not sectioning that. So now what we need to do is export that as a vector line into Illustrator. So we're going to use the File, Export to Illustrator. But first what we need to do is change the render settings to allow it to export the lines. So we're looking for the sketch and toon. There needs to be a material showing sketch and toon. So we highlight it in the post effects. You can see in the bottom left hand side the material is there. There's no other materials on any other objects, which is quite important. So if you're going to do a section, you need to just take any materials off an object, because we're going to actually use the material sketch and toon to export. So that will export it into Illustrator, give it a name, then we move over to Illustrator, do a File, Open, and that brings in a vector line of a perspective view which is flat. Okay, so if we go back over to Cinema 4D, what we'll do is a left-hand view. So by clicking the left-hand viewport, which is the box which says left, and export Illustrator, it will now export the left-hand view, which is obviously flat. Now if we wanted to have a different angle, we could set up a camera so we're viewing it at a different angle. So File, Open, and there we have our left view. We can change the line weight and edit the image for presentation.